I'm Carmina Ashley Manabat here at the second annual Laguna International Basketball Clinic, and I'm here to welcome all of you and players from all around to 3 days of basketball, family, and sports development.
You know I'm back, like I never left. Another sprint, another step, another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude and a lease on life is a piece of mind. Seeking to find I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, got the keys to the ride and shit. I'm straight. I'm on my way. Get up my way. I'm running late. What can I say? I heard you died twice. Once when they bury you in the grave, and the second time is the last time that somebody mentions your name. So when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria, trudging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am. How could I forget? I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
Hi, I'm here with George Quintariano from Tumakbo, Philippines, and also one of the founders of LIBC. So how are you finding your trip back to Binyan?
Oh, well, I always enjoy my trip back here in Binyan. It's a great time with all the teams and seeing all the directors and families here. So it's always a great time in Binyan.
We all know everyone here is Filipino, carries some Pinoy pride, but how would you compare the homegrown Filipino style of basketball from the Philam style?
Well, it's different, but it's a challenge because it's different styles, but we enjoy the challenge. All the Philam teams want to come here to compete with the local teams.
So we know you've seen so many different styles of playing and different kinds of players, but what would you say is the first thing that all basketball players need to develop?
Their defensive skills. That's it.
And what's different about this LIBC from last year's?
More teams. Last year we had 24. This year we have 62. So many more teams.
And we know that you're one of the founders of this league, of course. So can you tell us what the LIBC's goal is?
The goal of LIBC is to have Phil foreign teams come here to the motherland, experience Filipino-style basketball, and also have the Phil foreigners learn about their culture and their heritage through basketball.
So any message to the parents and the players here?
Here, well, I hope you can join our tournament next year. I know as it continues to grow, I know hopefully we'll get to 100 teams next year.
Hi, I'm here with Cesar Conda, one of the chairman of the boards of FIBA Washington, D.C. So how's your experience in playing the LIBC so far?
It's been great so far. We brought 4 teams here from Washington, D.C. Many of the kids have not come to the Philippines before, so they're really enjoying it.
So how would you compare the style of homegrown Filipinos and the Philam Filipinos in terms of basketball?
Right. Well, I think the homegrown Filipinos play a more physical brand of basketball. You know, they don't call the fouls that often. I think our kids might have the advantage in terms of the basketball training we get from professional trainers in the U.S., which I think helps, you know, if they start training at age 4, 5, and 6, which I think you should do here in the Philippines to get the skill level up. But they're very skilled, very athletic, and they play very hard.
So you think your players do improve by exposing themselves to all these different styles?
Oh yeah, I think it'll help them as they progress through middle school and high school to be exposed to a more physical brand of basketball.
On the other hand, what do you hope that the Filipino players learn from your players?
Well, I think they can learn, again, like I mentioned, training at a very age is very important in terms of the fundamentals, dribbling, shooting, boxing out, rebounding, defense. I think those kinds of things that we teach our kids at a very early age. And I think the Filipino kids could benefit from that.
So, having seen all these different styles, what is the #1 thing you think basketball players should develop first?
I think it should be ball handling.
Ball handling.
At the most. You know, if you can control the ball and not turn it over, that gives you a lot of advantages.
So, hope to see you next year?
Yeah, I think we're going to come every year. We'll bring different sets of teams. Right now we have 11-year-old, 13, 16, and 20. I think we'll bring different sets of teams next year.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm feeling glorious. The crib looking victorious. You know that we've been going it since we hopped out that DeLorean. Yeah, we went on guard. Things are just things, they don't make you who you are. Can't pack up all you haul and take it with you when you're gone. We posted on the porch, my family's glasses to the stars. My grandma smiling down on me like, whoop, that boy got bars. Okay, yes I do. I said amen and hallelujah, let me testify too. Another morning, a morning, won't let self get in my way. I got my breath, I got my faith, and I remember why I came.
Feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, I couldn't forget. I made it through the darkest part of the night, and now I see the sunrise. Now I feel glorious, glorious. I feel glorious, glorious.
Hi, I'm here with David Tunael, the director of Next Republic Sports.
Hello.
And I ask you, how's your second LIBC so far?
Well, all I can say is it's quite a nice surprise to see a lot of people joining from the first tournament to the second tournament. It's been, quite an experience for everybody, the kids, and also from the people in Binyan, also watching, the event that we have here. You could see, just imagine watching 62 games in 3 days. So that's a lot of games for you.
Pretty intense.
Yeah.
And as one of the founders of the league, what was your vision initially for the LIBC?
Well, to be honest with you, our vision is we just want to give the kids the opportunity to play. And it goes both ways. Kids from the United States or wherever they are in the world, Filipinos growing up looking at how it is to play in the Philippines, and then also yung mga Philippine kids, giving them an opportunity to play against these international players. It's quite a unique situation wherein you can blend. We're all Filipinos at the end of the day, diba? So, but the style of the game, the pace of the game, the physicality of the game is different. So the U.S. players would learn a lot from the Filipino players, and the Filipino players would learn a lot too from the U.S. players. So it's a good learning opportunity for everybody here.
We can all see the family vibe here that brings in both a coziness and an intensity to the game. So what can you say about that?
Oh yeah, you mean that? I mean, it is. What's good about this? It is a family atmosphere. They, for example, for the balikbayans that came in, they flew in. They bring in everybody. Their titos, their titas, their cousins that they'd never seen for the first time, and we're able to unite families in this event. But we do have a good and I would say it's a good rivalry now starting between some teams. They're looking at one another, who's playing who and who's playing what. But it's really nice. It is a family atmosphere. Everybody enjoys the game.
We know a lot of venues were offered to hold LIBC, but what made you choose Alonte Arena?
Oh, maybe because the proximity of the Lonte Arena. It's close to everything from access from the expressway. But most of all, we're from here.
Yeah.
This is our hometown, and we'd like to promote Binyan Laguna, and we want to promote Binyan Laguna as a center of sports and camaraderie here in our area.
So what does the future hold for LIBC?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. We should really plan for the next year. We're looking for a social component for LIBC. There are opportunities, kids who are just out there, that talent that we yet have to discover. Just giving them an opportunity to play here and expanding LIBC more to open up, to these kids, to open up their eyes. That's the vision. That's where we want to expand in the future, is to go beyond also the game.
Hi, I'm here with Coach Kerry Africa of the New Jersey City Husay. And how are you? How's your LIBC so far?
It's been good. It's been nice over here.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I hear that you're both a parent and a coach. So what's that like? Do you merge the two or you try to separate the two?
As much as possible, you want to separate it, of course. But you know, sometimes the dad in me comes out, and I scream more on my son than.
It's less of an overprotective, more of a pushing thing. Oh, okay. So how's the Philippine game so far? How are you seeing it?
It's actually very good. You know, they still have to get used to it because it's more physical than what they're used to. But it's a good game.
But if there's one thing you hope your players will pick up from the homegrown Filipino style, what is it?
Be more aggressive.
Be more aggressive.
Yeah, be more aggressive. The Filipino style is more aggressive than they are, so they're more laid back. But I think if they become more aggressive like the Philippine teams over here, they'll play a lot better.
And if there's one thing homegrown Filipinos can learn from your team, what would it be?
Probably to get more passing in their game, you know. But they have the skills already. They have the basketball IQ. You know, they just have to have more trust in their game. You know.
And so, I'm pretty sure you've seen so many different styles of playing in your years. So, what's the one thing all basketball players should learn first?
They'll need to learn how to shoot.
Oh, okay.
That's the point of the game, right? So if they learn how to shoot, they'll get easier game. But that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Hope to see you next year.
Yes, hopefully we'll have more teams here next year.
Thank you. Hi, I'm here with Anthony from Tumakbo. And how are you? How's your LIBC so far?
I'm fine. I'm loving it out here in the Philippines. Just starting to get used to the weather a little bit, but I love it. It's fun.
So what trait are you gonna remember the homegrown Filipino players for?
Man, definitely just the love that all the kids show out here. Everyone likes to show love out here, and I really appreciate it. So definitely just like the fans and everything for sure.
Any skill that you improved while facing our homegrown Filipinos?
Man, the physicality out here is different. So I definitely started to get used to how physical it is out here, but I'm starting to get more and more used to it as time goes on.
So Tito George just told me you got scholarship from UE, right? How are you feeling about that?
Man, I'm just blessed, really. I just thank God, honestly. So yeah, it was really cool. The coaching and everything was really cool, so I'm just blessed to get an opportunity like that.
Are you excited to play for the Philippines?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
So hope to see you next year.
Yes, thank you. You too.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi, I'm here with Jel Alonte, Vice Mayor of Binyan, Laguna, and one of the sponsors for the LIBC.
We'd like to thank Sir George, Kuya Tom Manabat, Sir Pongi Tanael, and Kuya Carl Carillo.
So any message to our international players who maybe want to join next year?
To all international club teams, we were inviting you to join the Laguna Basketball International Tournament here in Laguna next year. We hope to see you.
Thank you.
We gon' be alright, put that on my life. When I open my eyes, hope I see you shine. We're planting our flag, they don't understand. The world is up for grabs. We gon' be alright, put that on my life. When I open my eyes, hope I see you shine. We're planting our flag, they don't understand. The world is up for grabs. I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am. How could I forget? I'm ready.